Well,
Ben
John,
and I, Ben and I were jamming in high school. We've known each other for a long time, but in high school is kind of when we discovered music. And so Ben and I would jam in his basement a little bit, and he kind of gravitated towards the drums because of jazz band in the school. And then one day I walked in on Matt playing bass in the lunchroom, and I was like, "Yo, come jam with me and my friend, and let's be in a band called Public." Not really, but
yeah. So we kind of got together in high school is like the easiest answer.
Right? Yes. I'm John. I sing and I play guitar.
I'm Matt. I play bass, a little bit of synth, and some singing.
I'm Ben. I'm the drummer in the band, and I play guitar sometimes too.
And frontman of the band.
That's right. Secret lead vocalist.
Wanna get to know ya. Yeah. 'Cause there's something about your smile that I can't quite place. What's your favorite color?
We had a song that I called Public because for some reason there was kind of a heavy guitar riff in it. And it doesn't make any sense, but for some reason in my brain, the riff sounded like the word public. It just fit one of those kind of weird, like analog feeling thoughts where it's like, I can't explain this to anybody, but we were called Crown for a while. And then somebody kind of advised us, like, you might run into some legal problems with that. There's a few other bands with Crown in their name, and there's an amp company called Crown, and it doesn't really make sense that we went with Public because that's even a more widely used thing, but we were able to like trademark it, and we just wanted something that felt a little bit neutral. I think that we could make it mean something to us, make it mean something to a fan base. You know, it's like Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's like, when I say that name, I don't think about the vegetable. I think about the band. I think about what they do and their vibe and stuff. So we kind of wanted something else like that we could do for us. You know, it's like Public. We want people to like, are you talking about the band, or are you talking about like what? Like, so yeah, I mean, it's big too. We like Muse.
Big simple words like Muse or like Kiss. Like just all caps, one
Biggest
word.
of the band.
Biggest influence.
But that's like, we thought that was cool. You kind of give the word meaning.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, we've been doing so much writing during quarantine, like that just didn't stop at all. In fact, it like kicked up because we were on tour before COVID and stuff. And so we were like about to go and do writing with people in person, and we got like a couple sessions in before COVID and stuff, but then it was ended. So, but we haven't like written about the quarantine. I think our music kind of trends a little more sentimental and like loving and emotional. And so I don't know, the stuff that we've written has just kind of stayed on that theme of like trying to like connect with a person, or you know, we love songs. I mean, you can't write too many love songs. That's a theme.
Never.
But you know, I will say, like, I don't feel particularly inspired to like write about the quarantine. I think I'd rather give people stuff that feels like this isn't going on, you know, kind of keep the same strides. When you listen to it, maybe you can forget a little bit that you can't go to that party, or that, you know, a loved one is struggling or something. So I don't know. I just haven't felt like I've wanted to write about a pandemic or anything.
Yeah. And to kind of branch off that with like how writing specifically is working for us right now, I think there are both pros and cons. Pros being that we've gotten in the room with a lot of people that we probably would not have
in the room,
in the virtual room,
in the Zoom call.
So there's been a lot of people we've been connected with that we could not have been connected with if we were still in the real world doing stuff. So a lot of opportunities have come our way. And then I think a con is that we are very much instrumental driven, I think. So a lot of times that we find inspiration, it's through jamming. It's through kind of like noodling on a guitar, bass, drum set, whatever it is. And that's absolute chaos on a Zoom call. Like, you can't be doing that. And if you're doing that, you got to mute yourself and run away, because like no one wants to hear that while you're trying to write.
Unless you've got some crazy like playback rig where you guys can actually be doing stuff in real time, which we've not really encountered really anybody who's had that set up for everybody.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a lot harder to kind of feed off of the producer and each other with instruments and stuff, which is like Matt said, like we love doing that. So it's tough.
Closer, baby, we can take the night, make it shine like gold. I just wanna take you dancing, charm your best friend to meet your parents. Aren't you busy making plans with all the boys just to make me jealous?
Yeah, Yeah, this was a quarantine song. This was a song we built in quarantine, I think in April. So that was, I think, the first product we had gotten out of a write that we were like, wow, this could be like a song that we launched. This could be a real thing. And I think it also gave us a lot of confidence going into future writes, like, hey, if Splash, came about this way, then we've got so many other songs we can flesh out this way. And it kind of goes along with the idea thing where it was like mainly the pre-chorus, post-chorus riff, and that was kind of like it at the time. And it was like, hey, if you guys vibe with this, like, let's go along with it. I've got a few keywords that could help kind of guide us in terms of the lyrical content, but it wasn't like a done product. It was very much like, we don't know how this is going to work out, so might as well put it on the table, and if it sticks, then it sticks.
Yeah, the world still needs new music, definitely.
I think what might have changed our minds about it was that our team seemed really excited about it right when they heard it, which is a really good sign for us. I think anything that sparks their interest and their kind of creativity is a really, really good step for us, especially in quarantine. It's not like, hey guys, you need to release new music because like the last song you released was in March. It was like, wow, let's get this out because this is cool. And I think that's the biggest change. We never want to release music just to release music. I think we want to have it be something that we all love.
Yeah, and kind of to your comment about like, is being insensitive or anything like that. Like, I think with everything that's been happening like the past like 6-8 months or whatever, like there's so many things that are happening right now that I feel like people don't know how to react to, and I think it makes everybody kind of freak out a little bit. And it can be really tough to know what is the right move on some fronts. But I think, at least for me, like as I've just processed through it, and like we've kept working, like we're still trying to make a living too. It's like this is a thing, and hearing how happy this kind of stuff makes people, I think that is a really, really honest lens to look at it through, at least for us, is that like this song makes us happy, and I know that maybe even especially with like some of the stuff people are going through right now, like if this is going to make you smile, like that's a great thing for us. That's a win in our book. It's we're putting stuff out there we've worked on, and we know this is going to make some people happy, which it's like, is it world changing? Like, no, but it's happy. It's happy music though, it's like, and it's what we do.
It doesn't have to change the world.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing for us to keep doing.
All across the board, the band is at Public the Band.
Yeah.
So you can find us easier because at Public would be terrible.
Yeah.
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Everything is Public the Band, man. Yeah. We're Public the Band, and you've just been buzzed.